Hi everyone. Um, sorry I look like I'm sorry I look like I crawled out of a drain pipe. Um, just wanted to give like a little brief life update, if you will. I've been having a rough 2 weeks. All started out, um, I had a sinus infection and an ear infection, and okay, so no big deal, whatever. Then Logan got this virus, and he was complaining of his gums. And I thought, okay, well, it's a virus that gives you ulcers. And we went to Children's Dental because he's a cleft baby, so he has to go to the special dentist that knows how to work with baby children that have had clefts. So we went there. They did X-rays. Turns out one of his front teeth was abscessed. So we had to get that pulled that day, which we were not expecting. And then they also did a biopsy of his gums, which they said was just like a protocol thing. But I'm very much a hypochondriac, so I was very worried about that. And then from there on out, every day his mouth was just violently erupted with these big sore ulcers. I mean, his tongue, his outside of his lips, his inside of his mouth. He had this high fever that like we couldn't crack. And I mean, luckily it didn't get too high, but I mean, it was just horrible. It was horrible. Ooh, it tears me up when he's sick. Um, then also, in the midst of all that happening, my dog, my new puppy, started throwing up, and I noticed that there was rocks in his throw up. So I called the vet, and they told me he needed to get x-rayed because he might have a blockage. So of course I was all nervous about that. I get him to the vet, I get him x-rayed. His stomach and colon are full of rocks, but they're all within passable size. So, he just gets put on a chicken and rice diet and told to give Pepcid, and that's that. Well, my grandma, who was not doing well the past month, she turned 102 November 7th this year. She was put on hospice, and they said that she would, not, she just got bad all of a sudden, like real fast. And so I spent Wednesday with her for about 4 hours, just holding her hand. She could say words, but not really sentences. And then I came back Tuesday, and she was unresponsive, just kind of laying in bed. And I wanted to stay there with her until, she passed, but I was there from about 12 until 7 p.m. at night, and Logan was sick, and I was sick, and my head was throbbing, and I mean, there's no real excuse other than just, I didn't know what else to do there. So the nurses kept telling me that sometimes people don't like to go in front of people they love, and that I should just go home and get some rest. And so around 7 o'clock that evening, 7:30, I finally did leave, and I said my last goodbyes to her, and she squeezed my hand. So that made me happy, because I know on some level she had to have heard me, because she squeezed my hand. But then the next morning at 4:30 a.m. she passed in her sleep. So that happened. And then so that was Friday. And then Saturday evening, me and my husband were roughhousing around with my puppy, and jumping around. And long story short, he got his claw right in my eye, like right under the skin in my eye. And I don't know, it just was really bad. The pain was really bad. And my husband's like, Leah, we need to go to the ER, So usually I'm the one saying that. He's never the one saying that. So I was like, okay. We went there, and they did the dye thing to see the scratches in my eye. And the exact words were "holy balls" when they saw how bad my eye was scratched. And they said I had a massive cornea abrasion that just like went straight through my vision line. And even now, as I'm sitting here speaking to the camera, to you guys, I am all blurry on this side. So I apologize. I know you can tell my eye looks funny. But I didn't shoot my eye out, really. I just thought, in honor of the season, you know, you have to watch the scar tissue with the healing. But for the until Monday, this happened Saturday night, and until Monday, I was basically blind because it hurt so bad I could not open it at all, even if I tried. It hurt so bad that I was actually throwing up in the emergency room with pain. And like, no pain pills or anything would even touch the pain. And the only thing that worked was numbing eye drops, which only last like 10 minutes, and they're not good for your eyes. I mean, hello, can we work on like numbing eye drops that are okay for your eyes? That seems pretty like a simple thing to do here. But anyway, I was just miserable, and anyway, it hurt so bad I couldn't even open it, even when I tried. And then when I'd open this eye, even if the lid was closed, would like move around in there, and it just hurt so freaking bad it made me ill. So I literally just had to keep my eyes shut until Monday, when I went to the eye doctor, and they gave me a protective contact to wear, kind of like a band-aid over the eye, if you will, and it dramatically helped the pain. I wore the contact for 2 days, and I'm still on the antibiotic eye drops, and they added steroid eye drops to help lessen the scar tissue, because that's what basically messes up your vision. So like, I wasn't being silly by wearing the eye patch in my thumbnail. I have been wearing the eye patch every night and during the day because I just have started to tolerate light. I couldn't tolerate any light at all, and I slept with the eye patch. I'm still sleeping with this so I don't rub my eye and damage it further at night. So I am really using this. And just basically, being blinded basically, and having to, chalk things out about my gram service and make decisions and pick out and earn and stuff like that. And it really sucked because I couldn't, and I still can't, even though it's not as painful, cry, because if I'd cry, it just felt like acid being dumped in my eyes, because in this eye, because how cut up it is. So it really sucked bad. It was a bad couple weeks, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not much in the holiday spirit. I'm not much in any spirit, but I'm gonna try to be for Logan, for my son. But it's gonna be my first Christmas since I've been born that I haven't been with my grandma, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, but other than that, I don't mean to bring down, I don't mean to start a pity party, I'm sorry. But yeah, that was my life update, so never take anything for granted. And with that, I'm going to say good night.